Hello, everybody. So, this is a what if that I've been trying to do for a very long time. And I'm going to say this right now, it is still in rough production. Um, not so sure how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try and do it one of the ways that I was thinking it over with Gray. And that is this. So, Deku and his family, his true family, um, basically, he was born a Mandalorian and like a kind of like underground kind of life almost. Inko was kind of like his I don't know how to put it, yeah, she was his mother, but his father was a part of one of like the old Mandalorians and all that, and basically the story there is this: they ran. Around when the Civil War happened with the Jedi, there was a fleet that ran on their own, went into hyperspace and did some kind of stasis, and that's kind of like how they were able to escape. But they went into a wormhole. They wound it up in Earth's system a bunch of years later, and yeah, so Deku, he was born part Mandalorian, and this doesn't really affect him much, mainly because he's still going to be trained as a Mandalorian. Only thing that's going to be different is his armor. Now, Mandalorian steel doesn't really have an impact on the world because I'm going to say that, like, the steel that they use, it really, like, they really just broke it down real quick once they arrived and kind of like migrated with everyone else after close observation with scouts, and they were easily able to check out how people have quirks and all that, and yeah, they were able to blend in really well. The armor, they basically that is just I'm gonna say that there's like a organization, like a how to put it, like an R&D company that makes hero gear and stuff, and they do like support like the Mandalorian culture and like religion because they are Mandalorian. And I'm gonna say that they basically bio basically they make um their own Mandalorian steel. They make their own Beskar non-organically, and they kind of like alter it in some cases, but they still have a lot of Mandalorian steel, well, iron really, backed up just so they can make hard copies of it in case they ever need to. And they got a forge. The teachings have been passed down properly and everything. Now for Deku, how his suit is going to look, that's gonna be for later, but I'm gonna say this: Deku, he is going to definitely kick some ass. And when I mean kick some ass, basically Bakugo never could touch him. Seeing how Deku was taught martial arts and how to use a jetpack and pretty much fight like a goddamn Mandalorian, and they're basically grappling techniques. He's basically John Wick with a different kind of a background. But yeah, there's even some assassins that were in the Mandalorians that they kind of went over to the dark side ish and kind of just became assassins, and they have their own families there. It's complicated, but there's like all a bunch of branches and clans, but they all come together when it's like a turning of age kind of thing. And I think they turn of age at 12 or 14. I think it's 13 or 12. I might be mistaken. But yeah, so Deku, being the badass he is, when he hits 15, he's going to have his own armor, and he's been wearing a Mandalorian helmet for a very long time, And I'd say he's homeschooled. Like, yeah, he's been homeschooled. He's been kind of got the Mandalorian way stuck in his head. Like, this is the way. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, he's got that stuck in his head. So, as for what's going to happen with with the sludge villain and all that, it never happened. Homeschooling, that's the reason. Being quirkless, that's not going to really be mentioned that much, because I'm going to say that there's probably been one or two heroes who have been quirkless and they wore the Mandalorian armor. And it's like just a huge family at this point. So I'm going to have it that Deku, he has like a few streaks of blonde hair, like, not blonde, but white hair in like the tips. So yeah, that's nice. It's a dope, cool coloring effect you can have to your hair. I don't know, just looks dope to me. I like white hair. No problem there. You got white hair, show it off. I don't care. It's the coolest thing in the world to see. You're showing who you are. Showing your age. Anywho. Now as for basically, basically for the, I would say 10 months of training. Yeah. Basically just same old harsh training he's always got. As for what, and by the way, what his helmet's gonna look like, this is what his outfit's gonna look like. Yes, it's cracked because he's been going through so many battles with other Mandalorians and stuff like that, but that's his helmet. And for UA, he's going to have that, and it's going to be a part of his religion. I'm going to say that the Mandalorian religion, it has been integrated into society. You get what I mean? Like, it is in society, and people can learn about it. People can know about it, etc. Now, as for what's going to happen with Deku and UA's exam. Yeah, Ren exam aces it. Like, do I need to continue? Oh, and by the way, he's gonna be a lot more fit. Like, way more fit. Now, let's go on to how Deku is going to be broken, because this is gonna be fun. So, as for the practical exam, he's going to do something so cool, and that is this. For the whole part, he is basically just going up to robots and reprogramming them. How does he reprogram them? Easy. Rips off one of their heads and kind of dismantles them, or goes to like one of the carcasses of the robots or whatever, and just starts rewiring it, like programming it, getting up some things going on. Kind of brought his own little fucking phone that he's got or something, and kind of just hacks into it. I'm joking, no, he doesn't do that. No, we have to go with the Mandalorian way, and that is fighting badassly. Alright, so Deku obviously has to fight like a Mandalorian, so he's going to grab basically some rebar that's like really long that can work as a bow staff, and he's going to be using that and just start bashing into the robots and completely annihilating them. Now, he's quirkless, and everybody else knows this, and everybody's seeing this, and they're like, wow, he's good. He's also helping other people out, getting people to safety. Now, not a lot of people really minding this in his clan, because to them, they were like, okay, we do R&D department stuff that helps people. We don't mind. Like, we do our own battle every time with our own clans on secret agendas, but we don't mind. You can become a hero because it just gives us more turf. It's basically how they see it. So, yeah, they don't really mind it too much. They just don't like how he's like not a part of the whole turf war shtick. But yeah, Deku, yeah, he's gonna be broke as hell. Is he gonna get one for all? You guys can decide that. I will leave that up to you guys. Now, as for what's going to happen, well, this is going to be a fun part. So, Deku, being the most badass person in the room, he's going to save Araka because I'm going to have him be there a little bit earlier, and I'm gonna say he saves her just the nick of time before it crushes, like 3 seconds before. Like that, pretty much like 3 seconds later, crushed. Um, Now, as for what's going to happen with, well, him getting accepted, obviously. He's going to obviously have to do the whole fitness exam that Aizawa has. Gets through it. I'm not going to go in the results because I'm just going to say he got in the middle because that works. He's quirkless. He doesn't really have any quirks except physical body, hand, well, peak human strength stuff and like that. He's young. He's got a good body. The young can heal up quicker than the old, so he'll be fine. Now, yeah. So Deku, he's proving his worth, and a lot of people actually see this. All Might sees it. Wink, wink, maybe. But yeah. So other than I think that's about where I'm gonna leave it off at. But other than that, I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to say that I have been in London chilling out. Just to be sure I've been recording because I don't want to not be recording. Have I been recording? Yes, I have. Okay. Yeah, so I'm in London right now. Here's a good way of showing it. I'm in London. Yep, I'm in London, baby. Not New York. I'm staying at a friend's house. So, yeah, it's like 12 o'clock in the morning here. So, I'm gonna go. Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm just in London. Flight was nice, I guess. Oh, my mom is, well, with me, but in the other room. I'm exhausted. You could hear it through the whole recording. Anyways, I'm gonna catch you all there. Have a good day. Peace out.